Now, the removal of Nigeria's former Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development, Mohammed Nanono, on Wednesday by President Muhammadu Buhari caught perhaps only a few by surprise. Now, the Minister of Environment, Mohammed Abubakar, has replaced Nanono at the Agric and Rural Development Ministry. So, is this change of guard simply all that Nigeria needs to resolve issues around its agric production, food security, nutrition, amongst others? Let's bring on the CEO at Farmcredit.ng, African Farmer Mogaji, for his views on this. Great to have you on African Farmer. Good evening. Give me your first word on the change of guards at the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development.
Well, first, I think it shows that the president is willing to do whatever is needed to get us food secure, not minding critics. At the same time, I think it's a step in the right direction, considering the age of the minister and the demands of agri development in every state in the country. It's a step in the right direction to change the guards.
When we talk about Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, you talk about age here of the Minister Nanono, Mohammed Nanono. You need to be, Nigeria being a very, there's hardly any part of Nigeria that is not agriculture based, from Lake Chad in Borno Northeast, all the way to the Northwest, all the way down to Akwa Ibom, and then to the aquatic splendor of Lagos. So Nigeria is basically one big agriculture-based country. So you need a minister who, when you say you're Federal Minister of Agriculture, you're basically a local man on the ground, isn't it?
Well, when we talk about the Minister of Agriculture, one, must be versed. Two, there's the politics of agriculture in Nigeria and globally, and the US understands that. But it needs to be a man on the ground that knows what to do, or that has a team around him that knows what to do. So if we have a Minister of Agriculture who is not grounded in the sector, then there's going to be a challenge. So the Minister of Agriculture needs to have boots on the ground, needs to have his ears on the ground.
Yeah, well, what's the general feeling in your industry regarding the change of guards at the Ministry of Agriculture?
Well, two sides now. From the farmer's perspective, they're not so excited because, we're used to ministers being changed or cabinet reshuffle, and it's the results we don't get at the end of the day. However, from the elites who also are into agriculture, they are somewhat happy because of the background of the current minister of agriculture. So and what happens is mostly is the rural people who have more experience in the sector than the elites. The few elites are just hopeful, and so it's a mixed feeling.
So do you think we should regard the new agric minister as a round peg in a round hole?
Well, somehow, because
it's not particularly round, is it?
Yes, it's not particularly round. His exposure is into water management, environment, which is a strong component of agriculture required for our sustainability and food security. And two, his exposure is in Arizona, which is a very dry, arid environment. And though he's worked, he's also lectured there. So somehow he has a working knowledge of how the river basin and agric operates. Now, the thing is, can he bring that to practical results? That is where the challenge is. But I believe he should know what to do with his exposure. Having had some practical work experience, both in Nigeria and outside. But a crucial component is that he's not new to being a minister. He knows how to navigate his way. So we should, 3 months from now, it may look short, but for an experienced minister, we should get results.
African Farmer, tell me in 30 seconds, it's not the last question, but tell me in 30 seconds, when we say agriculture, what does it really involve? Is it just the soil and the seed? What else makes up agriculture, by the way?
Now, so agriculture deals with national security. which we don't pay attention to here. You find
I know,
money
I know national security. When we say agriculture, you need water. What else do you need?
Yeah. So you need water.
I'm talking
You
about
need
the elements
soil
now.
to be, you need the soil to be healthy. Water, the health. You need the people. You need informed and educated people in the sector. I'm not talking about literacy now. I'm talking about the education. We need that. We need the logistics. We need a lot of things coming into place. We need the distribution. We
Okay.
need the politics to be right and the policy to be implemented at the right time. So policy, politics.
So in a way to go
Then we
fruit.
need a huge component.
So to go fruit,
Yeah.
we need weather, for example. We need water.
We need water.
Yeah, we need a whole lot of the elements.
We need fertilizer to be right.
So everything has to be right in the right amount. So you need someone who understands all of this. So do you think the change of the minister really is the key issue with Nigeria's agri sector? Will it help us resolve our food sustainability question, food inflation? Will this change of minister help us resolve that?
Well, I don't think so, because the elements are still there. At the same time, I'm optimistic because the minister has exposure in an agrarian environment in the US, and is also trained in a value chain in agriculture. So we need that, but we need him. If he comes in as an administrator, then we will get it right. I'm particularly optimistic about him personally because of his exposure to irrigation farming, which is the key going forward, especially for 2021, 2022, coming from October to May. October to May now determines how the rest of 2022 will be, and he has that working knowledge. So if he just focuses on irrigation farming and the components that will make it happen, then we should have a transformation in the sector.
Why should food security be considered or mainstreamed as a matter of national security?
Yeah, because you see, when there's no food security, we have a lot of implosion. And we focus a lot on national security from the military perspective. And now, yes, we have a component of that happening with the insurgency and Boko Haram and co. However, we are having implosion of people not being able to eat. So if we plan, like I always say, if we plan for West Africa, to feed West Africa, Nigeria will be food sufficient, because West Africa is a major challenge for our food security, but it's also an opportunity. So if we are able to get all the elements in every state together, then we will be food secure. So as much as we plan for military, we also need to use the same strategy, the same military strategy, to ensure that we have food readily available. If not, with the millions of youths that we have and the working professionals who are losing their jobs and the cost of living going higher, it's an implosion waiting to happen if we don't see food security as part of our national security.
Okay, let's allow the new minister to settle into office and see how he makes his moves. Those of you who are professionals in the industry will keep us up to speed on what is going on in there. Thank you so much for your insights on the new agri minister, change of guards at the ministry, and what to expect. African Farmer Magaji, CEO at Farmcredit.ng. Thank you so much. Enjoy your weekend.